dare I say, in Caserio we trust? Dare I say it? What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sport topic, and today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. Today we're going to talk about the Houston Texans 2021 free agency class so far and what the moves that Nick Caserio has done up to this point, up to me making this video. Because he's done quite a lot of moves, actually. He's made moves damn near every day since free agency started. And I know during this press conference he said that, well, not press conference, but his little meeting, I think it was on 610 with Seth and Sean, if I'm not mistaken. He said that he's looking for singles and doubles more so than home runs and triples when you use a baseball reference when we talk about football. But he's more so still looking for the home run hitter. He's more looking at singles and doubles. And he's done a lot of things. And I know a lot of people are frustrated because you didn't really see the names that you want to see. We made a lot of moves I'm actually interested in. I know I talked about the Mark Ingram one in my video last week when I claimed that the Texans were trying to win 2016 or summer 16. But I actually do like, to be honest, I actually do like the Mark Ingram move in itself. It's a 1-year deal. I actually like the running back Mark Ingram. I don't think he's a bell cow. I don't think he's a #1 running back, especially at this junction of his career. But all in all, I actually like the signing of the player. I actually believe he's a better running back than David Johnson. And then we just recently signed Philip Lindsay. So I'm not mad at those moves. One, I'm not a fan of paying a running back huge money in free agency anyway because they've been playing for another team. And running back's shelf life is probably the shortest shelf life out of anybody on the field. So I'm not really like all that just giving that big money. So I think they gave Philip Lindsay a 1-year deal as well. And that's really all the deals have been done. And don't make too much like that. I know people making light of not getting the big names or whatever. He's doing 1-year contracts. He's doing it for a reason. He's doing it for a specific reason. He's doing it because the Texans have a bad salary cap situation. So he's signing 1-year contracts to do placeholders. That's all they are. These guys are all 1-year placeholders because next year, when the cap goes up, because the cap went down this year, but I think it went down over $20 million because of the whole COVID. So next year, when the cap goes up, it's going to go up tremendously, especially if fans are back in the stadiums. The cap is going to go up way higher than the normal average of the cap going up. These 1-year contracts fall off, and then you're also a year closer to be able to move off some bad contracts like the Eric Murrays, like the Whitney Merciless, like the who else? Randall Cobb. Those contracts, you can't cut those players right now because they got too much guaranteed money and it hurts your salary cap. So you can't move on from them contracts right now in this offseason. Next year, you're 1 year closer to either able to move the contract off, and it actually benefits you from cutting them. You won't be losing money. You'll actually be saving money in the salary cap space. I see that Larry Tunsil today reworked this deal to save up and clear up $10 million. Hopefully they can bring in some more guys. But that's the reason why they sign these 1-year guys. These roster fillers. Really, that's all they are. All the guys, most of the guys they sign, the depth guys. But there are some moves that I like. Mainly, probably the move I like the most is probably the trade for Shaq Lawson. You moved on from Bernard McKinney to the Miami Dolphins and bringing in Shaq Lawson, who better fits this Tampa 2 we're about to run 4-3. So this better fits. You have an actual defensive end who puts his hand in the dirt instead of an outside linebacker, which outside linebacker in the 3-4 and the 4-3 defense end pretty much the same player. But I think that Shaq Lawson would rather put his hand in the dirt, like I used to say about Clowney. I think Clowney would rather have his hand in the dirt. I think the same thing with Shaq Lawson. And I actually like the move. I actually like Shaq Lawson as a player. I think that it does benefit him to be here. I do think it does benefit the Texans going forward. So that's a move I like. Like I said, I actually do like the Philip Lindsay move to extent because you're not giving out big money to a running back. And basically, I feel that both Mark Ingram, Philip Lindsay, and then David Johnson are going to be splitting time. And who knows with the whole quarterback situation. We might be running the Georgia Tech triple option. We're going to do that. That's what we're going to do. We're going to run the Georgia Tech triple option. But no, I'm just playing. But I'm not really mad at those moves. I like the linebacker that we got out of Green Bay, Christian Kirksby or something like that. I think that he's a solid linebacker. I really like that move. I also like the Andre Roberts, the return guy that we got from Buffalo. He was a Three-time Pro Bowler from 2018, 2019, and last year in 2020. 2018, he was the first team All-Pro kick returner. Last year, he was second team All-Pro kick returner. So you got a guy who, even though he's bounced around the league, he's serviceable as a kick returner. And if you go back and watch his tape, he's not scoring a whole bunch of touchdowns, but he constantly gets the team in plus 50 range. He constantly crosses the 50 or gets very, very close to the 50. And that basically is what you want, and that's the reason why he's an all-pro Pro Bowler. Yeah, he doesn't get the big touchdowns like you want. You want that, but if he consistently always taking the ball to midfield or across midfield, that gives your offense a shorter field to run on. Especially now we got all these running backs, and we don't know what's going to go on with the quarterback situation. I'm about to talk about that in a minute as well. You don't know what's going to go forward with the quarterback situation, so you definitely have. I think this is a definitely need. We haven't had a legit real return guy since Jacoby Jones, to be honest. I mean, Keyshawn Martin, I know a lot of people like Keyshawn Martin. I was never a fan of Keyshawn Martin. Trenton Holiday never really got a real good shot at returning kicks. I think he played 5 games and then we cut him. And then he went on to Denver. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he made the Pro Bowl in that same year as the return guy in Denver. And it really wasn't his fault because all the kicks were he was on kickoff return, and all the kicks were touchbacks. So he never really got a chance to show his talent in the season. And he showed his talent in the offseason in preseason games, but never got a chance to show his talent in the regular season game because he was never put in the situation because all his kicks damn near were touchbacks. So he never really got a chance to return anything. But other than that, like, we really haven't had a guy. I mean, Will Fuller would have been the best option, but because of his whole injury history, we couldn't really trust him putting him out there and risk him getting hurt. And DeAndre Carter might have been a fast receiver, but lacked vision. DeAndre Carter completely lacked vision as far as a return guy. He never kept his head on the swivel. Like he just was. And he also lacked just common knowledge. He always like the whole thing in Buffalo, the Buffalo playoff game. Like, he could have basically cost us that game, which may have cost Bill O'Brien his job. If the Texans lose that game and maybe get fired, Bill O'Brien gets fired, and maybe we don't go. We're not dealing with the Hopkins mess or the Deshaun Watson trade mess that we've seen going forward the past couple of years. So maybe we actually should wish that maybe that touchback thing wouldn't have got called right. I didn't even think about that, but I don't know. We really haven't had a real good return guy since Jacoby Jones, and I think this benefits. Same thing, like I said, all those back half guys that we got the 1-year contract, those are really depth guys and special team guys. So we not fixed the special teams, but I think we bolstered the second team. Then we got a corner. The corner I've been advocating for all offseason and all during the last season was Desmond King. I said that I wanted some combination of Desmond King, Jason Verrett, and William Jackson II. Yeah, either William Jackson III or William Jackson II out of Cincinnati. Well, we got one of the guys. We got Desmond King. I was talking about Desmond King last year. He didn't finish off the season well because he played at Tennessee. He didn't really get a chance to get on the field that much. I think maybe he really didn't want to be like that. He got traded to the Titans at the trade deadline. But when he was in L.A. with the Chargers, he was a good, solid corner. So I actually like him. I see some moves I would like them to make. I know Adoree Jackson at this time. Adoree Jackson is still out. He's still out. He's still available. Another guy who has injury concerns. And also Malik Hooker as well, if I'm not mistaken, is out. I would like to see a combination of one of those two guys, if not both those guys. If you could bring in both Malik Hooker and Adoree Jackson, now you have a secondary of Adoree Jackson, Bradley Roby, Desmond King, and then in the back end you have Justin Reed, you have Malik Hooker as your safeties. I think that's a dangerous type of secondary. I think that's a secondary that you can trust because when it comes to this Texan team, this is the problem. We need a defense that can hold the lead. That's what we've been missing for the past 2 seasons. We have not had a defense that can control and can continue to keep a lead. Deshaun will go down there, score a game-winning, a game-time touchdown, and the Texans defense will allow somebody to go off and win. Look at the Eagles game 2 years ago. Look at them in all the games this year, both Titan games. I know the 2 cold games really was the offensive fault. Because we had the 2 fumbles. Look at the Cincinnati game. Who else? That's it. Both Pittsburgh and the Minnesota game, it was really the Texans offense wasn't able to put the ball in the end zone. But in saying that, I mean the Saints game last year, 2 years ago, there's a lot of games that the Texans, Deshaun and the offense will put up points and put the Texans in position to win with ball completely out, and the defense will let them down. So we don't need to have a dominant defense, But we need to at least have a defense that can, at the very least, keep a lead. And then the name that everybody's talking about, probably our biggest free agent, because money-wise, because all our deals have been 1 to 2 year deals, and no one's really making any money except Tyrod Taylor. The Texans signed Tyrod Taylor to a 1 year, up to $12 million contract. It's $12 million incentive base, and I'm pretty sure the incentives have everything to do with games started, games played, and statistics. Because I think without the incentives, it looked like it's maybe 6.5 million. But with the incentives, it can go up to 12 if he hits every incentive. And to be honest, Tyrod Taylor is the ultimate contingency plan. He's the ultimate backup plan. He's the best case scenario, worst case scenario type of guy, because he's the insurance policy. That's really what he is. He's the ultimate insurance policy on 3 different ways. One, the obvious way, if he's a backup quarterback, if the quarterback, Deshaun, somebody goes down, Tyrod Taylor can go in as a pinch and win you some games, play some football, and you'll be all right. If the Texans trade Deshaun Watson, I know this is all, and this signing was due before the whole mess with Deshaun Watson and these allegations. If you trade Deshaun Watson and you bring in a rookie quarterback, he's a perfect bridge. The last 2 times he's done this, the rookie that he kept the seat warm won Rookie of the Year. Baker Mayfield, if I'm not mistaken, Baker Mayfield won Rookie of the Year. And I know Justin Herbert just won Rookie of the Year. So and if Baker Mayfield didn't win Rookie of the Year, I know he broke the rookie touchdown record. So at the very least, the rookie gonna play well. So if we do end up drafting a rookie quarterback and he has to send to Tyrod Taylor, he's going to play well. He's going to play well. The rookie quarterback is going to play well, either win Rookie of the Year or go damn close to winning Rookie of the Year. So that's a good sign. But he's the good bridge quarterback. And also, if Deshaun Watson sits out, or in this situation now with the whole allegations, possibly gets suspended, you have a quarterback that can get you through a pinch throughout the whole season. Like I said, and I think that they were more on the lines that if they sign Tyrod Taylor and Deshaun doesn't want to come to camp at this time, like I said in my last video, Deshaun really has lost their leverage with this whole allegation situation. But if your quarterback sits out, you had Tyrod Taylor to finish out the rest of the season. So as of right now, it looks like that Tyrod Taylor probably is going to be quarterback number 1, because we don't know exactly what's going to go on with the whole Deshaun Watson situation. But via trade or even possibly now potentially getting suspended. But Tyrod Taylor is in a good position, and I think that's another reason why they go after all these running backs. That's the reason why you go after Phillip Lindsay. That's the reason why you sign Mark Ingram. So now you take the pressure off of him. Now my biggest issue with them is that they let go Will Fuller. Now y'all know I was been talking about signing Will Fuller, and Will Fuller went for way cheaper than I thought he was going to go. I thought Will Fuller signed a 1 year, $10 million deal to the Miami Dolphins, when I thought that he was going to go for $12.5 to $13 million, from $12.5 to $13.5 million, somewhere in that ball frame. I said he's probably going to sign a 2-year deal for like $25 million. That's what I thought he was going to sign. When Frizzy came and went like the first 2 days and he hasn't signed yet, I'm like, okay, he's going to sign a 1 to 2 year deal. Hopefully he signs a 1 to 2 year deal with the Texans for, like I say, 2 years, $25 million. That's like right at $12.5 million per year. He signs a 1 year deal to $10 million. I'm like, damn, because y'all couldn't give Fuller $10.5, $11 million. Y'all couldn't give him an extra $1 million. Y'all couldn't squeeze an extra penny. Y'all couldn't squeeze an extra meal to make him because the same difference. He's going to Miami, going to Houston. Saying he's already in Houston. Who's going to give him the ball in Miami? Because he made this decision after the allegations started dropping about Deshaun. So it wasn't like this was before all that and he signed and he's just hopeful that Deshaun gets traded to Miami, which still in itself would be a bad look for him if Deshaun would have got traded to the Jets or didn't get traded at all, and he'd be stuck in Miami with Tua. So, because Tua does not have the arm to help out Will Fuller. Like I said, the difference between Will Fuller and Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller is more dangerous before the pass is thrown, while Brandon Cooks is more dangerous after the pass is thrown. He's more dangerous after the catch. He utilizes his speed more so after he gets the ball and making the move. Will Fuller just beats his man deep and just goes downfield. He's just a straight deep shot every day. He's a deep chunk play every single time he steps on the field. And that's what makes him so dangerous. And that's a guy, if you have Deshaun, if you have a rookie, if you have Tyrod Taylor, that's the guy you need. One, he's going to dictate and change the defense because the defense can't play the same way if he's on the field. And also, if you was drafting the Trey Lance or Zach Wilson or Justin Fields, you want that quarterback to have deep shots. You want that quarterback able to throw the ball downfield, especially somebody like Trey Lance or Zach Wilson who got arms, who can sling that ball all over the field. You want those type of guys to be on the field with them. And then even same thing with Tyrod Taylor. Even though I don't think Tyrod Taylor doesn't have an arm like that. Because Tyrod Taylor, to be honest, if you go look at him, his numbers are actually not that bad. Tyrod Taylor really is like the black Alex Smith. He doesn't turn the ball over. I think his touchdown to interception ratio is like 2-1 or 3-1. He doesn't turn the ball over. Like that's why I say he's a perfect bridge quarterback. He's a perfect backup quarterback because he's a little mobile. He's a perfect backup quarterback to a quarterback like Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes and things like that. And also, he's a if your quarterback sits out, gets suspended, same thing, just like being hurt. He's the perfect guy who can step in for a season and be, at the very least, serviceable. And like I said, then you took the pressure off of him with the ground game by adding in Phillip Lindsay, by adding in Mark Ingram and David Johnson. And the thing I like about these deals is that they're not big deals, so you're not married to these things. All these deals, none of these deals will hurt you next season. And that's the thing that people need to start thinking about. Every deal that they've signed this offseason will not hurt you next year because either they're going to fall off the books or there's going to be 1 year left. And I know they guarantee money going to be gone. You can unload that deal. You can cut that deal. You can cut bait. That's the reason why he's signing 1 to 2 year deals. They are all placeholders. That's all they are, placeholders for salary cap for next season. And I don't know if he has a plan for next season. I don't know if this whole Deshaun Watson situation changes what he got going forward because I don't know if his mentality was to trade Deshaun Watson and he was just feeding us that, trying to up the price, or if his main option was to keep Deshaun Watson and now you don't know exactly what's going to go on because of the situation legally that Deshaun Watson found himself in with these allegations. But in saying that, like, all these deals are placeholders for next season or potentially the season after that as well. All of this is to continue to have this salary cap space so next year when the salary cap goes up, they're able to make more moves. These deals fall off the wayside. And who knows, if these guys are players, if Phillip Lindsay runs and rushes the league, leads the league in rushing, and now you want to give him a big deal. Or the linebacker, Christian Kirksey, he is all pro bowler. Like, guys start earning their worth. Desmond King, because you signed Desmond King to a 1 year, $3 million deal. What if Desmond King goes back to his Pro Bowl form? As an all-pro type corner. He's the best corner on the team. Now you want to reward him with a bigger contract type situation. Or, if they don't live up to their contract and they don't play well, you're not married to the situation at all. So it goes both ways. In my opinion, it goes both ways. I like the move so far. Like I said, the move I like the most is a trade for Shaq Lawson. I think that's the best move. I think going after Tyrod Taylor was a smart move, especially now. I didn't feel that way when they first signed him. I was like, damn, Deshaun definitely gone. But then as I sat back and thought about it, and then especially all in the light what's been going on right now, signing Tyrod Taylor was a good move. Like I said, people might not like, I know I joked about the Mark Ingram move, but I actually like Mark Ingram. And then I actually like the combination of Mark Ingram and Phillip Lindsay. I actually do like that type of combination, to be honest, especially you don't know what you're going to do offensively because you don't know what you're going to do with Deshaun Watson or what's going to happen with Deshaun Watson. So that right there makes sense. And then, like I say, I like the linebacker Kersey. I definitely like the return guy and Allen Robinson. Andre Robinson, Allen Robinson, and Andre Robinson. I really like the return aspect in that. And like I said, the whole the 1 year deals. These guys you sign the special teams, guys who can come in for you in the pinch if you need them to play, rotational guys, back end depth type guys. They're only on 1 year deals. And to be honest, like I said before, I think this year could be a tanking year. Could be an NBA type tanking year. We're trying to get a top 5, top 10 pick. I think this probably what it could be. And I'm not really mad at that. Especially with what's all going on. I really can't even really be all that mad. Yeah, you want to win. You want to win the AFC South. You want to win the Super Bowl. Duh. But I'm really not all that mad at that type because I've been talking about this. No, people talk about the light of the Texans not having premium draft picks, not having no draft picks. What they say, no first, no second round pick. But I was talking about, man, that salary cap is was really was mess with me with the Randall Cobb contract, the Whitney Merciless contract, the who else contract, Eric Murray contract. Like those contracts bothered me, and I didn't like them. And you have to find a way to unload these contracts. And what they're doing, they're basically punting on this season, signing these 1 year deals, placeholders, to make sure that they have money and cap space next year and they can unload these contracts. And also now that Tunsil has helped the Texans, like I said, save, if I'm not mistaken, $10 million in cap space by restructuring this deal and put money back into the team. Hopefully they can go out there and get, like I say, Dory Jackson, Malik Hooker. I wish they would have got Kyle Fuller, but I see he just signed to. He didn't sign to the Bears. He got cut from the Bears. I forgot where I just seen. I know I just seen he signed. I just seen he signed somewhere. I can't remember exactly where he signed that, but I wish we would have able to make a play for him. But hopefully we can make a play for some of these other guys. Maybe Sammy Watkins is still out there. Maybe we can make a play for that. I know that they're both Juju and Galladay both signed. Galladay went to the Giants and Juju went back to Pittsburgh. So, Sammy Watkins is still out there. So maybe you go out there and get somebody like that to also help out this offense. But this year, it seems like there's been more on defense than offense. But like I said, I'm not mad at the moves that they made. Like I said, they're not big names. Like I said, the biggest name is actually Tyrod Taylor / Desmond King. Those are probably the two biggest names. And like I said, I think the best move is the Shaq Lawson move. But what they're doing is basically, like I said, putting in placeholders. It's actually a smart strategy. It might be frustrating. You might not like it. But it's actually a smart strategy. It really is. It's really a smart strategy. And he's trying to put together an actual team. And wait and see. I know a lot of people don't like what he's doing. It's understandable because you really don't like Nick Caserio. And I can't blame you for that. Especially how he's been brought to the team and then the whole mess this happened ever since he's been hired as a general manager. All that is completely valid and understandable. But I'm just saying, I'm isolating the moves themselves. I'm not mad at the moves. And I'm not mad that they didn't go after some of these big names. Like I said, the biggest name that I wanted them to go after was one of our own guys, and that's Will Fuller. And that didn't happen. And now I'm upset about that. That I'm mad about. You should have and could have brought back Will Fuller, and you didn't. I know a lot of y'all probably happy they didn't bring back Will Fuller. Oh, Will Fuller ain't played the whole season yet, and Will Fuller can't catch and all this. Y'all gonna miss Will Fuller, man. I'm trying to tell you, we are going to miss Will Fuller. I know Brandon Cooks got speed. His speed is not the same as Will Fuller. I'm telling you, I know. Well, he ain't played all the whole season anyway. It's different. It's different missing a game here and there and not having none that season. And we gonna see. And you gonna watch Miami. Like I said, I don't know exactly how you gonna look at Miami with Tua, but all I know is we gonna miss Will Fuller, and I wish we was able to resign him. But like I said, all in all, I kind of like the moves. I like where everything is going so far. I don't know, some more moves might drop as I'm doing this video, but as of so far right now, I like the moves that they've been done. They really don't bother me none. And like I said, like the not Philip Lindsay, but the Shaq Lawson, the Desmond King, the two moves I like the most. I understand the Tyrod Taylor move, especially in light of what things been going on, so I'm cool with that. Like I said, I'm cool with Mark Ingram and Philip Lindsay because they didn't get big deals. I like the Allen Robinson, and I like the Christian Kersey linebacker sign as well. So, like, share, subscribe if you haven't, comment below if you haven't, click that bell, get more videos. I holla.